and hey. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it.
Camara Drive-In. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Ready.
So Brees going to lead the Saints. Up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brees to try again after the pick six. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 7 catches, 90 yards.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
The steal in the 2017 NFL Draft had to be running back Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee, who ended up being that year's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Split time with Mark Ingram his first 2 years in the league. With Mark Ingram now in Baltimore, it's his show. And through his first 2 years, almost equal yardage, rushing and receiving. Expect his rushing numbers to take a big leap in 2019.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Brees to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because They know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hey, you ready? Mark 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there? And make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Third and long, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 24, Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, they're able to get it to them.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently. Here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And Jennings has it. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Again, Wilson. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Easy. Check. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again, and now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now it's Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 1st down, Breeze. And complete, right side to Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up. And it's just
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move. On first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Breeze now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in. This first half.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Breeze now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, first down. That's complete, right around the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, Peterson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field, so they felt good going forward in this game.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Coverage there by Von Bell. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Wilson, going to throw again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 3rd.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's got it. Caught at the the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Come on, QB, come on.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other...
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashard Matthews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Check. Flat. 94. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, there goes a deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Breeze to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Kamara. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A 10th carry now for Peterson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the victory here for Seattle. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like,
playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist,